King tides are bringing higher high tides and lower low tides to our Central Coast beaches. KSBY News reporter Alexa Bertola is live in Morro Bay. She talked with state parks about the phenomenon and what it means for our area. Alexa?
Richard, it only happens 2 times a year, and though short, State Park says it's a potential glimpse into our future. Onlookers watched as the big waves rolled in near Morro Rock. The surf pummeled the jetty.
We were out here just a couple of weeks ago, and it was definitely calmer towards the mouth of the bay there, so it's bigger than we're used to seeing, absolutely.
The Morro Bay Harbor Patrol cruised the waters as we were in between tides early Monday afternoon.
We've seen very high water levels in the bay, and we've seen what looks like quite strong currents heading out from the bay toward the sea.
King tides are interesting to watch, but how does it happen?
If you can imagine, my head is the earth, the sun, and the moon. They're all aligned, and it's kind of like an earth sandwich. So the sun and the moon will pull at the earth. It's a gravitational pull, and it makes for higher high tides and lower low tides.
The peak of high tide was at 10:51 Monday morning. Windy Cove at Morro Bay State Park looked like this. The tide came up to the logs that border the parking lot. Here's what it looked like just 1 week prior. You may not realize it, but wildlife is affected by the king tide.
And we have birds called black oyster catchers that nest right above the high tide zone.
State Park says during episodes like this, the birds are stressed and without food. Otters were also being pushed out to sea rapidly with a tide change early afternoon. State Park says while king tides showcase a naturally occurring event,
they're also going to help us visualize what we can do to start to mitigate the effects of sea level rise along the coast.
and if you took any photos, California State Parks and also the Coastal Commission ask that you use the hashtag #CaliforniaKingTides. For now, live and local in Morro Bay, Alexa Bertola, KSBY News.
All right, Alexa, thank you. Morro Bay State Parks was part of a social media live stream this morning showing what it looked like in our own backyard compared to other state parks in California. That presentation will be on our website, ksby.com.